What can you say? We are pants. Listen, let's get into it. There's none of this, what team formation? We're dead. In this league right now, we are any Wolves, we have the worst record for losses, like, in the history. I'm not even stuttering because I don't even know what to say. Like, it's just I've seen this episode too many times. I've seen this episode. I feel like it's been recorded. I'm just in a Groundhog Day. It's just like it's just the same. Like, no fight, no cohesion, nothing. There's nothing there. The man them are not about it at all. Like, these men look like they're running through treacle. Like, just man's just skirting past him. There was a ball in the second half. I'm jumping straight in both feet. Like, there was a ball in the second half that I think Robertson played for Mane, and Mane looks like he's lost his turn of speed. I'll say it. That's what it looks like. It looks like he's whatever implant thing they did to his hair has taken his speed away, man. Because he's not firing. Like, our midfield again. Like, I'm sorry. You know when a player the levels is just too high. I was seeing Milner get beat. Like, I don't even know what the guy's name. The guy with the ginger hair. The guy was just skinning him. Like, bro, like, you're meant to be the captain and he's doing that to you. It's gonna be a long day, man. Like, and it proved to be like we didn't really test the goalkeeper. Jota had one save. Okay, great. Again, there was a clearance, not clearance, but a good block in the second half, towards the second half, end of the second half, which if we didn't really deserve. Lookman was tearing Williams apart, getting the ball 1-2, running behind. Like, he did make one good block. I'll give Williams that, but he was Lookman was just a step ahead of him. He was just always one step quicker. Like, they played well for him. Like, we made the opposition look like they were a top 16. Like, it's just. He tried to change the formation, do a 4-4-2 thing. The problem with that 4-4-2 was that Naby wasn't getting the ball early enough. In the first half, he didn't get the ball enough. In the second half, he was trying. Like, it was just Fulham were very compact and made it difficult for us to play balls in. And when they did come in, people's touches were off. There weren't that urgency. People weren't on their toes. It was always a step back. They were always a step behind instead of just being there. Like, we lost all the second balls, all of them. Like, whenever there was a scrap for the ball, Fulham won it. And you can't win a game if you can't win those battles, man. It starts from those little things, and we're not doing them right at all. This is going to be a bit of a debrief because this is unparalleled. 6 in a row. I said 6 in a row in the other video. Maybe I'll forecast it, innit? Like, geez, it's just bad. Really, really bad. At no point did I think we were going to score. And that was just like, that's the soul destroying thing. Like, we got Leipzig next. I couldn't tell you who's going to play. I couldn't tell you how we're going to play. It's going to be literally a thing of just throw it in and see what comes out, innit? Like, it's just, they don't look like there's no plan. There's no, I said it, no tactics earlier. Like, it's just a free-for-all. Okay, let me try this. If this don't work, let me try something else. There's no, I don't know. We look, like I said, and this is not an excuse, I'm just explaining what I see. We look tired and we look devoid of ideas. We don't look like it's either the ball over the top or 1-2. There's never any cute through ball or anything like that. There was times, again, like, just, you know, when the players are not confident, the ball is not moved slickly. It's like really, our play is really, really slow. Like, okay, touch it, pass it to him. Touch it, pass it to him. Touch it, pass it to him. There's no boom, get the ball, boom, get the ball, boom. Like, there's no urgency. Like, make them be on their toes to one have to close. There was only one time we did that and we got in, but there was a good block by the defender. again, I don't know how the team has fallen off the cliff so much. It's just I'm stunned. I've never seen my team play like this at home. Never. But the first time for everything, innit? But the only thing I will say is, look, man, you got yourself into this. You got to get yourself out of it. Like it's simple as that. Like no one else is gonna be. Everybody else at the moment is laughing at what's going on, and it's for you to dig yourselves out of the mire and say, right, we're gonna turn it around, whatever that may be. Even if it's just winning a couple games, you got to start somewhere, man. You got to start somewhere. Like Shaqiri, sorry, bro, nah, no. Next, please, because you do not provide enough to warrant your team, your place in the team. Like, just, bro, like, come on, man. Like, Naby is the only one. I said it earlier. Naby is the only one that played like he had some urgency about him. There was some slickness about him. He got the ball back, like hunted for the ball, got it back, and was urgent. But then no one else was matching his intensity. For us, he was our man of the team. He gets 7.5 because he did try to do his part. Everybody else, Salah, oh man, bro, you gotta be stronger than that. Like your agent puts a full stop behind the Twitter. What's all that about, bruv? Like you should have put a full stop behind the ball and cleared it, bruv. What's all that about? Man trying to hold on to the ball. The guy says, no, I'll have that. And then sluts it bottom corner. And from then, I knew the game was over. Knew it was over because man don't look like we're gonna score. Like we ain't got that. We ain't got that in our locker. We do at the moment. We do not have the minerals. We don't, and everyone knows it. Everyone. Like fully came there expecting, yeah, lads, just play down that right and play down our left hand side. We'll get out the right back and we'll cause problems. Even though they didn't score from the direct play, they were menacing. Like our attack was not menacing at all. Like I'm not gonna take away from what they did, but we were abject. It's just, oh man. And I don't know how he changes it. That's the scary thing about it. I don't know. It's all well and good me saying, oh yeah, well they didn't do this or they didn't do that. But to be honest with you, what can you do? Because no one is in form. And no one's played long enough in order to get that form. Jota, he played the whole game. Looked lively, he had a shot on goal. There's a few things didn't come off. But what I'm going to say as well, Fabinho, please let that guy play in midfield. The one thing that happened when he came on was we won the ball higher up the field. And it caused us to have those times when we were having the minimal attacks that we had. We had the one shot on goal and then the cross that came in. It came from that, winning the ball in midfield. And we haven't had someone that's rugged enough to say, nah, you lot are not going to get bullied, because each time we play, our midfield always gets bullied. Always. 1, 2, 3 passes and they're at our back four. And it's just like, come on, man. There's no cohesion. There's no understanding. Like, it's just like a mishmash. And it's just like, Klopp, man, you got to earn your money now, bro. When you were saying mentality monsters and all that, they were. But right now, they're not living up to the tag of champions. They're not. And I don't know, whether you have a conversation with them, whether they go away, whether it's they look tired. They look like they physically cannot do the job that's being asked of them. That's the crux of it, right there. Now, and I don't know how Klopp changes it. I don't know. I know that Naby Keita needs to start more. I know Fabinho needs to be in that midfield. But the defence, you can't trust the defence because they haven't covered themselves. They haven't bought players. They had a transfer window. You bought this Davies guy. The guy hasn't played, man. You know that you're struggling with defenders. You've got to buy ready-made. I understand, it's a league down. Then don't buy him. You have to buy. I would have thought you would have had the money to buy someone that is going to be able to be, what do you call it? Polyfiller. Just for the moment. just so that we can ride this. But we're playing it with Reece Williams and Nat Phillips at the back. And to be honest with you, they didn't really do much wrong. But that's when the striker sees the kind of defenders that he's going to be facing, you can they can tell they're going to have a good game, because they're not thinking about, oh, this defender's this. They're thinking out, right, I'm going to attack him here. When I'm just saying it, when Van Dijk and them were playing, you had to think, okay, right, 2 steps ahead. If I go here, like, where am I going to be able to get the ball? Because he was so talented at getting the ball back. It was difficult for strikers to get into a rhythm. Now they're getting the ball every 2-3 minutes, holding it off, and players are running past them, and the midfielders are not good enough to keep up with them, or fast enough to keep up with them, and it's causing problems. And the defense is getting overloaded. There was a time whereby in the first time Fulham had the ball on their right, and Nico Williams had Massa and Maja and Lookman on both sides of him. So no one was covering. But luckily the ball in wasn't delivered the way it should have been, and they didn't score, but the threat was there. We are easy to play. I remember before he was saying that we have to be one of those teams other teams don't like playing against, and we're not that at the moment. We are what they call a easy touch. Easy. If any team we play gets a first goal, stick a fork in us. We are done. Like, it's just, there's no fight. Last season we'd go down and like, right, let's get them. There's none of that. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe, I don't know, when you've reached your goals, I don't know. Like, it's just the same energy and drive and determination isn't there anymore. So I'm going to go through the player ratings. So, Alisson, 5. Williams, 3. The other, Reece Williams, 4. Nat Phillips, 4. Robertson, 5. Naby Keita, 6. 6.5. Milner, 4. Shaqiri, 1. Who else was there? Jota, 6. Salah, 5. Who else came on? I'm trying to think of any other players that came on. Mane, 3. Who else was there? Can't even remember. I had switched off by then. I was so disgusted. Right, this is. I'm sorry. This is sounding so depressing, but listen. At the state of the moment, the team is playing that is causing people to feel like that. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to change, but let's see what happens against RB Leipzig. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you again, I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. Take care, people.